Please stand up.
Now, please welcome the show for bloody good Kiwis across the country.
It's time for
This is Bhuja with Lee Hart and Jason Hoyt.
Oh, g'day New Zealand. Welcome to Daily Bhuja. Great to have your company this Thursday afternoon. It is the 8th of March 2018, and I tell you what, Lee Hart, we have got one hell of a show coming up. It's International Women's Day, of course.
Yes, it is.
We've got Bo Runga coming in from Stella, which I'm really massively looking forward to.
It's curry night, of course.
It's curry night, and that is going to be a highlight of my day for sure.
It's an amazing... Oh, hold on. What the heck?
Oh, no.
Is that Rick Solito standing outside? What's he doing there now?
What day did you say for him to come in?
I didn't really say a day. I just said I bumped into him yesterday. I said, look, yeah, you can come on the show if you want, but didn't say today. I think I said Thursday. Oh, it's yesterday.
Yeah, well, yesterday was Wednesday. Of course, Thursday. You should have said Wednesday. That would have given us a week to figure out what the hell we're going to talk about. Oh, God, he's wearing that trench coat again, too. He needs a shave as well. Look at that.
Well, I think we get it over and done with early in the show.
Well, how do we play this one, though?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, what are we going to talk to him about?
He's probably hawking something anyway, so he'll do the talking.
Well, it's for the Sports Cafe reunion anyway, isn't
If he's going to try and sell
yeah.
his bloody sofa again, I'm not having it, mate. I mean, for God's sake, the last time we had him in here, all he wanted to do was sell his sofa.
Yeah, look, I'll tell you what, look, we'll just get him in nice and early, we'll have a chat, and we'll go through the motions and just see how it works out. But big show otherwise.
Yeah, it's going to be massive, mate. It's great having your company this Thursday afternoon, New Zealand. We really appreciate you listening in.
And text 3483 if you've got any questions, anything on your mind whatsoever.
Hey,
Yeah?
and if you want to pay tribute to the beautiful woman out there, to the woman that's in your life, text us 3483
You know what
and
else,
tell us
Jason?
what you want to say.
I've got a feeling that only women are going to be winning prizes tonight.
Bloody oath, mate. Here's The Offspring. The Offspring there on Daily Bhuja this Thursday afternoon. Well, geez, I'm pretty excited about our next guest, Lee Hart. Do you want a coffee? Tom, can you get Rick a coffee, please? Thanks, mate.
That's right. Joining us now from the Where Are They Now files, Rick Solito. Rick, welcome to the show. Welcome to Sports Chat. Rick, welcome. Always great to have you on the show.
Oh, I'm pretty excited. Obviously, you asked me last night, and
Not quite how I remember it. Now, look, Rick, can we just drill straight into the sport as quick as we can, if we could? The Blues, what the heck's happening with them at this early stage of the season?
they're not going too well at this early stage of the season, but they'll get better.
What's new with that, though?
Nothing.
Okay. Why will they get better? How? And when?
They'll get better soon by playing better.
Ross Taylor, Rick Solito, tremendous innings. Your thoughts?
Is this a quiz? I thought you just wanted me to come in and talk about
Chew the
stuff.
fat. No, this is hard
Sports chat here,
sports
Rick.
chat.
We're talking hard sports
Hard talk.
chat.
Hard talk.
Ross Taylor, magnificent innings. Your thoughts?
Oh, it was a magnificent innings.
Have you ever cramped up because you've been at the crease so long?
Yes,
You have?
Is that a euphemism?
not at cricket.
Right, okay.
Well, I've never literally been at the crease long enough to cramp any part of my body.
Have you been at the crease?
Yes, I have.
How was it?
It was good, but I've never cramped up playing cricket, that's for sure.
Rick, how did the sofa go? The last time you were on the show, you were selling a sofa.
Yeah, it was a lounger.
Oh, a lounger, sorry. How was that?
Double lounger.
Yes.
We've still got it. I didn't get the right
You
to
didn't
the
get a good
price.
price
No. Do you have any listeners?
I just think you're a little bit ambitious with your pricing on that. Would you want $2,500 or something, didn't you?
No, 20 grand.
Okay. Maybe
What was it, a four-seater?
A two-seater.
A two-seater, and you
2
want...
plus 1, wasn't it?
Well, it could be. One would be on top. But I was looking for 20 grand, 10 grand a seat.
It looked kind of soiled in the images that you'd sent through to us. This is an outdoor lounger.
Yeah.
And can I just give you a word of advice? Because we actually told you to send some pics through for us to put on our Facebook page. That was great, but you and your undies drinking a bottle of bourbon on the sofa probably wasn't the best way to sell it, Rick.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought it might have attracted a certain clientele.
Okay.
Can I do another quick fire question? John Kerwin, JK, as we know him here.
Yep.
A number of months back, I contacted you to get his number
To come on the show.
to come on the show.
You wanted me to come on the show.
Well, that's what.
No, we
the
wanted
next day
JK
you
to come on the show.
you
Oh,
came
I
on
thought
the
you
show.
wanted me on the show.
Why would I be asking for his number I've got your number. I could have just rang you and said, come on the show. Yeah.
Why didn't you just ring him?
So I didn't have his number, so I rang you
Oh,
to
yeah.
get his number.
Oh, okay.
And instead of giving me the number, you said, look, I'll bring it in, and you just came in onto the show yourself.
I've got it with me.
Okay, could you leave that behind?
I'll come in next week and give you.
No, just bring in JK. Speaking of numbers, do you have any other numbers that could be good on the show? Bunsey, maybe? Carter?
I've got Bunsies.
Oh, you got Bunsies?
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't. I've got Lee Hart's number.
What's Walter Little doing these days?
He's
Walter Little?
scaffolding.
He could be a good
Walter
chap.
Little scaffolding.
As long as he
Is
doesn't
he?
talk about
Yeah.
scaffolding.
A bit of a plug for him.
Yeah.
Now, look, don't go away. We'll be back with Rick Solito right after this. What, is this a song, is it?
It certainly is.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
If you've got any questions for Rick, text him in 3483.
You know what you should do is have this conversation on the relaunched Sports Cafe. Text 3483 if they bring back Sports
Yeah, I've
Cafe.
heard a lot about that, that's for sure.
I'm texting 3483 right now.
Red Hot Chili Peppers there on Daily Bhuja this Thursday afternoon. Now, from the Where Are They Now files, we've got special guest Rick Solito in with us.
Just a bit of background on Rick, of course.
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
listeners,
by all
of course,
means.
you created Sports Cafe
Yep.
many years ago now. Crowd Goes Wild.
Yes. Yeah.
Also,
Crow
of
Goes Wild.
course-
Can I plug Crow Goes Wild?
Of course you can.
Do you still work on that, do you?
Yep.
How's that coffee, by the way? It looks like
it's
you
nice.
haven't had one for a while, have you?
No.
Yeah.
Well, can I have another one?
Tom, could we get Rick another coffee, mate?
Double espresso.
A lot of people texting in for the Sports Cafe reunion as
Yeah,
well, by
I
the
can
way.
see that.
Does anyone text in for the reunion?
Yep.
Bring back Buck.
Bring it back. Bring back Sports Cafe and I'll
Would you
streak it
come back
Forsyth
if we
Bar.
did the Sports Cafe reunion, Lee?
Depends if you came back or not.
If I came back, would you come back?
Put him in. Oh, of course it would. Of course it would.
Would you?
Would you
Same money or less?
Less.
Would you consider a sort of
Yeah.
bourgeois element to Sports Cafe were you to bring it back, Rick?
Like what sort of element?
Well,
Like
sporting
have
knowledge
no me-
element. A sporting knowledge element.
The Bhuja sporting booth. You
Right.
would cut to it. Would
So are
have.
you sort of pitching maybe Sports Cafe without me,
Yes,
with just you two guys,
pretty much.
called Bhuja
And Lana Cocroft.
and Lana Cocroft and Eva the Bulgarian?
yeah.
And Eva the Bulgaria.
Yeah.
No, I think if you brought it back, I would be, we'd have to talk.
Would we?
We'd have to talk, details. Devil's in the detail of these things. You know that.
What sort of money would
That's
you want?
why I got axed.
What sort of money would you want?
Tens and tens
Well,
of dollars.
obviously inflation would have gone up from when I was last time.
What? Over 100?
Yeah, I'd be on about $400 now. Wouldn't
Would
I?
you? Yeah, I don't know. Well, that could kill that, couldn't it?
Yeah. Look. So, no chance of it coming back in the short term.
Well, I think it would be best if I stayed off TV.
Do we have time to pull together a Commonwealth Games special?
When's the Commonwealth Games?
About 2 weeks.
Well, I tell you what, though, Rick,
Week and a
could.
half.
Rick,
Yeah.
in all seriousness, we work best under pressure.
Yeah.
Maybe more prep than you normally put into
Yeah.
it. So.
Because we need a timeline. We're the sort of creatives that need a timeline to get anything done. Like, if that red light hadn't have gone on, I wouldn't be talking right now.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's right. And the fact that it did come on, he doesn't even know what he's saying, but the fact that he's talking is the main thing.
There's just words that come out of my mouth. That's just what automatically happens when I see that red light. Rick.
Why would we need to bring Sports Cafe back when, we've got Bhuja?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you can look at it that way.
It's kind of like a poor man's Sports Cafe.
You've got Sports Chat,
Chit chat, sports chit chat.
Chat.
We've got bloody great stings.
You've got that Hawk thing,
You got the Hawk.
Yeah, but that's not really a sporting thing, Rick.
isn't it?
We could sell that to Sports Camp.
Hawk, don't they have hunting? Isn't that a sport?
We could sell that to you for Sports
Falconry.
Camp.
Falconry, that's the word.
Yes, well, quite
That's
possibly.
not a hawk, is it? It's a falcon.
Yes, it's a falcon, Rick.
So what else is going on in your world at the moment, Rick? Anything you want to hawk? Excuse
oh,
the
that-
pun.
that's
Anything
good.
you want to plug?
Well, Crowd Goes Wild at 7 o'clock on Prime is
Every
probably
night.
every night except weekends is probably what I'm most proud of.
Are you still selling stuff off, Rick?
I have got some stuff that I'd like to sell off.
Because what's your house looking like at the moment? Because I don't know why I'm picturing this sort of very lonely, vacuous, sort of a single rattan chair in the corner, maybe
Yeah.
a soiled single bed, maybe a stained three-seater lounge piece outside, probably wet and damp and mouldy.
Plaster house.
A plaster house.
Yeah,
Plaster
yeah.
falling off.
yeah. Are you looking through my security cameras again?
I may be, Rick. I may
You
be.
sure you're not confused with the crack den next door?
Well, I can't tell the difference at the moment, to be honest.
It's a business.
Can we just touch on the Commonwealth Games quickly
Yeah.
before that? What are you most excited about?
I'm most excited about the pole vault.
men's or women's?
Women's pole vault. It's a great event.
And tell me this, I don't want to sound like an idiot, but this Tom
Walsh.
Will he be in the Commonwealth Games?
Yes.
He will be.
Yes, and he's the current indoor world champion.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, because nowadays they're so
I'm pretty
professional.
excited by that too.
They're so professional nowadays. There's a chance he may park that for some of the world champs
Yeah.
a few months down the track. But
Yeah.
the fact that he's doing that is great, because he's got to be a medal chance.
Well, absolutely.
Well, he's
It's
going to
the
be a gold medal chance, surely. Do we still need the Commonwealth Games, Rick Solito? Are they... Do you win a Commonwealth gold medal and then go, yeah, but
No,
Russia
no,
wasn't there,
no.
America wasn't there?
Well, in some events, like the middle
China
distance
wasn't
running,
there.
you've got the Kenyans, you've got the African. I mean, I enjoy the Commonwealth Games. For me personally, I'm not going to be going.
Isn't that bad, man?
Yeah,
Take you back to 1974 Christchurch Commonwealth Games. You would have been about 35.
too old to compete.
No.
That's when colour television started in New Zealand.
Yeah,
1974.
Yeah,
Is
the
that right?
Commonwealth Games. Yeah,
a bit before my time, Rick.
Gilbert
But,
Bay and John Walker. Yeah,
Well, I tell you what, Rick, it's been bloody great having you in the studio, mate. And, if anyone knows their sports, it's Rick Solito.
yeah.
And do you still want to sell that three-seater? Because we can put it up on our Facebook
It's
page.
a double lounger.
A double lounger.
So why would that be a three-seater? Because it's a double lounger.
Okay, a double lounger.
20 grand.
You're going down to 20 grand now.
Yeah. But where do we end up with the Sports Cafe reunion? Because I'd like to know.
Okay, well let's put it to the votes here. Text 3483. Yes, if you want it. No, if you don't. We'll go with whatever votes we get most of.
Good call, mate.
Only
Good
way to
call.
go.
It's a pleasure.
Democratic.
Can I go now?
Thanks,
Yeah,
mate.
we'll wait for your coffee. Have that second one,
Can-
mate.
can
Just
I wrap
I'll let
this
you
up?
know how
Yeah,
they voted. I'll let you know how
wrap
they
this
voted.
up,
I
man.
need to
Just
play
Portugal the
bloody
man.
song. Bloody 6 minutes of ramble.
Oh, geez, that takes me back. Talking Heads there on Daily Bhuja this Thursday afternoon. That was sad, wasn't it, really? Seeing Rick.
Yeah, when you...
I mean, he's a great guy, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think, he's obviously had a pretty good career, and just everything capitulating like that is just... Did you see how he was shaking when he was having that coffee?
They always say never meet your heroes. They'll let you down, kind of thing. And
Yeah, totally.
and he wasn't even a hero. And so imagine how that felt. Imagine meeting. It'd be like going to a Led Zepp gig now, in a way,
Yeah.
but without Jimmy Page or Robert Plant. It'd just be sad, wouldn't
Are
it?
you Jimmy Page?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to equate it with something.
Is Rick Jimmy Page?
No, he's neither. You're not really getting my point. What I'm saying is it'd be
Robert
like
Plant.
going to a Beatles gig then.
It would be like going to see Led Zepp and someone from American Idol who won American Idol taking over the main role just because they won American Idol, sort of thing. I mean, the music would be the same, but it would be pretty shit as well.
Yeah. But Rick's a lot older than that as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Chuck that in there as well. You're starting to get a pretty bad mix
Well,
of...
what would he be now? 70?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've just put a little video up on the Facebook page, Bhuja Facebook page, of Rick coming to see me, as he often does.
Jeez, you're a lot younger back then, weren't you?
Trying to talk me into doing Sports Cafe again.
Yeah, I've just watched that.
Every couple of weeks he does this.
Yeah, it's
Check
brilliant.
it out.
It's brilliant. Go to our Facebook page and check that out. And Eva the Bulgarian, apparently, too.
What have you heard?
Well, nothing. Just that Rick said,
Oh, you're looking at me then as if there was something going on?
Well, no, you said you were keeping in touch with her, and I noticed that the Nightwolf immediately went on Instagram for Eva the Bulgarian. And
that was a bit creepy.
yeah, that was creepy. That was really creepy.
It's creepy when you're over my shoulder.
Well, I was just checking what you're on. If it's Twitter or Instagram. And yeah, Eva, she's looking great. Great girl.
Hey, now listen. It is International Women's Day today, and
Oh, great timing on that. Yeah.
and this is really important. This is big for me because there's a lot going on with women at the moment, and so there should be. And there's been a lot of stuff going on, and so I want all the guys out there.
We've got a woman on the show instead of Rick.
Well, look, I would have preferred that, obviously, but I want the guys out there to just take stock of if maybe they're in a relationship, they've been married or whatever it is. Send us in a text, maybe a shout out to the woman that's special in their lives
Yeah,
that they'd
maybe-
like to, send a shout out to.
Maybe you guys could give us an example of a message that you could give to your partner.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've got some here already, actually, from some people. Here we go. There's been so much about Sports Cafe, it's hard to find it now. I'd like to pay a tribute to my dear old Nana the matriarch of the family. She passed away this morning.
Oh, no.
At the grand old age of 92. That's very special. Our thoughts go out to you.
Absolutely.
And to all the matriarchs of New Zealand out there.
And the nanas and the grandmothers, they're often, like that. They sort of, the kingpin of the family that hold everything together.
The matriarch.
The matriarch, for sure. So send those texts in, by the way, 3483, if you want to do a shout-out to your wife, your partner, your loved one, your daughter, whatever it may be, and we'll do our best to get it out there for you.
You guys don't want to do one right now?
No, I've already done mine this morning, actually, Matt.
I'd like to put a little bit more thought into it, and I'll do it maybe at about 5:20.
Yeah, sounds good, mate. Speaking of which, don't forget, we've got Stella coming in, Boronga.
And also Jodie Simpson. I think I've just heard her title. I think she is the conciliator of Women's Affairs Consortium or something. I'll get it right soon. And she's going to talk to us about International Women's Day and all that. And yeah, keeping it real.
Sounds good, mate. Sounds good. This is Bhuja. Foo Fighters there on Daily Bhuja this Thursday afternoon. Great to have your company. A lot of texts coming in paying tribute to the loved ones in your life, particularly the female loved ones in your life.
Yeah, that's right. Great, isn't it?
It's fantastically hard. And we've got a very special guest, Jodie Simpson.
Yes, Jodie Simpson from New Zealand's Women's Advocacy Group, I believe. You're on the line now. Jodie, are you there?
Yeah, just that's the Auckland branch. Hi guys, how's it going?
Yeah, great. Thanks for joining us, Jodie. A lot going on. It's International Women's Day today, and there's been a real seismic shift with women, with the Me Too movement, all that sort of stuff. There's a lot going on in terms of women's rights and their advocacy and so forth.
Yeah, no doubt. It's been a busy time, guys. But look. Mm-hmm. It's funny because, I can talk to you about any of these issues any other day of the year. We don't just need to have a conversation about on, International Women's Day. Don't you think?
I know, but we booked it today. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I'm actually just walking down Queen Street right now to the rally. There's a big rally just about to kick off here.
Motor rally or what sort of rally? What sort of rally?
Yeah, no, just a lot of Amazon women, and it's just, people dressed up. There's some crazy costumes, but so come on down if you're in the Auckland area. It's going to be kicking off in 20 minutes at the bottom of Queen Street.
We'd love to, Jodie, but we've got a show to do, of course. But I think the important thing here is that we are chatting to you, though.
Jodie Simpson. I don't know who Jodie Rimmer is.
No. That's what he said, Jodie Simpson. So I think you might have misheard him there.
I think
come on down, guys. We'd love to have you part of it.
I can think of nothing better. But the point is, this is the day we do need to talk about it because it's International Women's Day, and that's here on Bhuja. We'd like to celebrate that.
We've got a lot of other things we'd like to talk about as well. But really, maybe I could do a regular slot with you guys. Maybe sort of what do you reckon? Once a week. About this time, maybe once a week.
We've got kind of a male-skewed show, to be honest.
We're sort of male demographic sort of orientated, which is important, of course, Jodie, in terms of you're talking directly to men, I guess, which is a great opportunity for you to put across what you're all about and women's advocacy.
Yeah, it's not really about the men, guys. You're sort of missing the point. This is the kind of thing that really winds me up. Look, guys, seriously, why don't I just set up a slot once a week? We can talk through the issues about this time.
Jodie, with the greatest of respect, have a lot of guests on this show.
Some are men, some are women.
Some are men and women.
Yeah.
I don't know that we can afford to do a weekly slot.
I think we probably have more woman guests on this show than probably any other show, to be honest.
Yeah,
probably more women than men guests. I don't think Bhuja can be
covered off. What about the women? You know what?
I don't think we can be accused of misogyny on this show.
No,
that's for sure. No, Jodie, what day would we speak about it then?
Jodie?
She's gone. Lost Jodie. Well, she's down Queen Street there, so she's obviously... They're really... God, what do you do?
An Amazonian woman. What does she mean by Amazonian woman?
It's International Women's Day. You want to chat to a woman, and that's what happens. God.
Yeah. And a weekly thing? I don't know that a weekly thing would work. If that's the way it's going to be, you know what I mean?
Monthly?
Bhuja with Lee and Jace on Radio Hodaki.
Kings of Leon there on Daily Bhuja.
Yeah, and just joining us, International Women's Day. We just had a brief chat with
Jodie Simpson.
Jodie Simpson for the National Council of New Zealand Women's Advocacy Group, I believe, and we got cut off toward the end there.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, actually, because that was something that we were really looking to hoe into, actually, a little bit, get a bit of in-depth sort of discussion going about the issues that are going on at the moment, and unfortunately lost the line there. So what can you do?
But
Live
the show
radio.
must go on. Have I got time to do a plug for someone else?
Yeah,
as
totally
well?
you have, mate.
Yeah.
I want to do a bit of a plug for Ron.
All right, yeah, no,
For
fair
Ron.
enough, mate, fair enough.
Check this out. Ron from Merchant Overland Footwear out in Botany, okay?
Yeah.
The Overland Footwear store over there, Merchant Overland Footwear. And you can see I'm wearing some as we speak.
I sure can.
Yeah.
Great shoe.
He fired in a bit of a pizza to us before. He
Was
knows we
that
get
from
hungry.
Ron, was it?
Yep.
Oh, God, bloody brilliant.
He knows
Bloody
that Tom
tasty
probably
pizza.
stuffed up with the curry. We'll find out about that shortly. But a beautiful pizza from Toto. He dropped in here. Awesome. What
So
a
were
great
you
guy.
saying to me that Ron from where?
Merchant Overland Footwear.
Drove all the way from Botany,
Yes.
went to Toto,
Yes.
got us a pizza, and walked all the way to Hodaki and dropped it off for
That's
us.
exactly what I'm saying, Jason.
Wow.
Exactly what I'm saying. So there goes. That's a bit of an example to the rest of you, New Zealand. That's what you can do. So simple. Look at the exposure Ron just got. Not that's why he did it. Not that's why we're doing it.
Absolutely. Well,
It's
actually,
win-win.
Maddie was just saying to me before we went on air that we've got some coconut ice cream coming our way too, by the sounds of it. Looking forward to that, mate.
Something along those lines. Okay.
Sounds good. Now, listen, the time is 4:53, which means, of course, it's time for Lee Hart's Name That Tune.
Can I just clarify one thing as well? Ron is a girl. It's Ronelle.
Ronelle.
It's Ronelle.
Oh, well, that makes it even better.
That's even better.
That's
On
way better.
International Women's Day, Ronelle from Merchant Overland Footwear in Botany dropped us, the Bhuja Boys, a pizza. Good on Ronelle.
Thanks, Ronelle.
Thanks, Renelle.
There you go. Right, name that tune. Here we go. I'm going to dedicate this to Ronelle.
I hope Ronelle's listening. Be a special moment for her, I'm imagining, to have a Name That Tune song dedicated to her. What sort of era are we talking about here, Lee Hart? What decade?
I'm going to say early 70s, late 60s. How does that help?
That sounds great, mate. Away you
Here we
go.
go. Is that enough?
Oh, was that it?
I thought you were tuning the guitar.
One more time. If you can name that tune, New Zealand, give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki. Love to hear from you.
Daily Bhuja with KFC's Smoky Barbecue Bacon Burger. Now with 25% more farmyard.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up.
Now, please welcome the show for bloody good Kiwis across the country.
It's time. Time for
This is Bhuja with Lee Hart and Jason Hoyt.
Yeah, sure is. Great to have you company this Thursday afternoon before 5. Of course, we had Lee Hart's Name That Tune. As always, the phone lines have gone absolutely crazy.
Bonkers, Jace,
Let's
bonkers.
crack into it, Lee Hart. Brandon, g'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
How you going, Brandon? What's going on? How's Christchurch today?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. What do you do down in Christchurch, Brandon?
I'm a sales manager for a company.
Well, that sounds great.
Good on you, mate. Good on you. And you know your music, Brandon, do you?
Reasonable.
Okay, so what do you think the tune is?
The Misty Mountain Hop by Led Zeppelin.
Oh, just bang, bang,
straight
straight
into it
away,
then.
boom!
It sounded just like it, didn't it?
Well, it's kind of similar.
Similarities.
I thought it was spot on.
Hey, Brandon, well done, my friend. That's, of course, completely correct. So you stay on the line, and our good man
Thank you.
Tom will sort you out with some sort of extraordinary prize.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Well, there you go, Lee Hart. That was quick.
That's nice and painless, wasn't it?
They're very painless. Wish they could all be like that.
Hey,
That's right.
you know who's next?
Stella.
Stella.
Oh, yes.
What a show this is.
It's just crazy,
Other
mate.
than that Rick stuff in the beginning, it's been a great show, hasn't
Well,
it?
we kind of had to have Rick on. He was wandering around the studio looking lost.
It
So
wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, actually.
well,
Rick.
he held it together. I think it was the coffee that actually sort of straightened him out a bit, and it was fine from there on in.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Hang in there, Rick. Now, look, Stella's coming up very shortly, and we're going to be talking beer a bit later on as well.
Are we indeed?
That sounds good, doesn't it?
Why is it with our show that we have like 10 guests on one show and then none for the rest of the week?
I don't know.
It's the age-old saying, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, it's a bit like your sex life, isn't it, Matt?
Oh, yeah.
From what I've been hearing lately.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Audio Slave. You're listening to Bhuja. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Audio Slave.
That takes me back.
Where does it take you back to, Lee Hart?
Jean shop.
Were you shopping for jeans when you first did that?
Just walking around, really.
Did you use the house undies when you were trying the jeans on?
I didn't try anything on. I was just wondering in. I saw, look, I just said it took me back, that's all.
Listen, I'll tell you, I'm very excited about our next guests. Boy, oh boy. Stella, Lee Hart, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Was a South Korean girl group whose final lineup was composed of Min Hee, Hyun, Soo Young and Yong Hyun that disbanded in 2018.
Look, Jace, I might just interrupt you there for a moment there. Have you sure got the right liner there?
What do you mean? That's Stella, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you might be getting confused with the different Stella.
I was just going to let him go.
Tom, can I have a word, please? No, we know who Stella is.
It's just that Jace tends to read everything that comes off the printer.
Yeah.
Tom's been setting
That's
me
why
up,
we had to
guys.
put an asterisk on the end
Yeah.
of the album.
Kind of like Ron Burgundy with the auto cue.
I think everyone knows who Stella is, let's be honest. And Bo and Kurt, welcome to the studio. Nice to see you
Thank
both.
you very much.
Now, am I mistaken in thinking that this station, Hodaki, was the first to ever play Stella? Is that true? Is that
it's
some
true.
sort of myth?
It's true.
Yep.
It's not a myth.
Our first single. You
first-
guys took a punt.
That's right.
Well, that's what Hauraki does, you know. We take a punt.
So we kind of made you guys in a way. Or not us. 'cause
I
we
mean,
weren't
not
here
us
then.
specifically.
No, you guys had nothing to do with it.
No, when we didn't specifically do it.
I
but-
mean, having said that, Lee, if I was around then doing Radio Hodaki, I
Yeah.
definitely would have
Of course
played
you
them.
Were you not
know what
around
I mean? Well, beg your pardon, mate?
Were you not around then?
No, I was just starting off my
Oh, right.
top DJ career
you'd
then.
still be at radio school, wouldn't you?
How big a deal is it for you guys to get radio play?
I think when you're you're right, melodic commercials, well, sort of pop rock songs, radio plays is very important. Yeah, well, it was for us when we were regularly,
Well,
doing it.
I'll rephrase that question from Jace's clumsy attempt at it. Is that how do you think music? How does it change? You guys, what, 94 when you guys started?
No, a bit later than that. It
Bit
was
later, yeah.
99 to 2006 or something.
All right.
We were
Well, even
pretty
in that
busy.
time, then, how has it changed? I mean, like radio. Obviously, nowadays it's all downloads and stuff.
People used to buy records
Yeah.
back
There was
then.
barely
Yeah.
there was barely the internet back then.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about that, though? I mean, how's it?
It's a different world, man. It's a different world.
Totally,
You
it
like
is.
to go back? You like to go back to how it was?
No.
I would.
Would you?
I reckon I would. I was in the vinyls and stuff. You know, we're actually going to do a segment on this show called Lee Brings in His Vinyls, my old vinyls, and I'd play it as a separate
nice.
record, but I left them in the back of the car and they melted. Yeah. And they were all
Put
sort
them,
of,
put them between two pieces of glass. and put them in the sun.
Also, you need a record player.
well, you do.
Did you guys ever make, like with the cassette tapes?
Yeah.
Did you ever
Yes.
make like sort of, I guess you'd call them sort of romantically, dubs, and like if there was a girl that you
Compilation.
liked, a compilation or a guy that you liked, that you made those little cassette tapes and sent them off to you
Mixtape.
guys? Mixtape. You ever
Yep.
do that?
Yep. Yep.
Did you?
Yeah.
How did it go for you?
Not bad, you know.
Okay. Well, it's quite a romantic thing to do,
It
isn't
is
it?
a romantic. I used to
Actually,
have a
it was
pen
more
pal.
mates, they
I used to have a pen pal. I used to make
Yeah.
set tapes for who lived in Ashburton called Wade.
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 What sort of music were you into, Bo?
Pen pal.
Pardon?
I don't know. Back then, I'd wait all day by the radio with the cassette thing, waiting for because they'd pre-announce songs. Thank you very much.
And hoping the DJ wouldn't be talking over the intro,
I know, but they always do.
as we're trained to do nowadays.
Yeah.
Annoys me that.
Be Ian Jury and stuff like
Yeah.
Nice.
So you always into rock music. You always been into.
that. Rock music.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna bring like Bo into it on that. Sorry, Beck. Should she always have different taste in music than you?
A little bit different, but I mean, we grew up in the same household, so
But
there's
yeah.
a lot
Like
of
different
the same
directions in that
influences.
sense.
I
Straight away,
guess.
those different
yeah,
directions.
Yeah,
You went down the band path. Obviously with guitars, drums.
but she, I don't know. It's kind of weird. We're into melodic music, I guess, and there's a lot of melodic rock and a lot of melodic, out there. So melody out there. So
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, because you're about to start touring. Very exciting news that is. But we're going to play the song that was first played on Radio Hodaki in one of your tunes. Shall we do that?
Great. Yep.
Can we
on,
crank
then.
it?
Yeah, let's
Loud.
crank it up. Crank it up, Matty. What you do.
Cranked. I was say it's cranked.
Sounds great. What you do there on Daily Bhuja from Stella, and we've got them in the studio with us, Bo and Kurt. God, that's a good song.
Thank you.
It's a really good song. We should play that more often.
I reckon you should.
Just make a note of that, Jace.
Yeah, we'll speak to Chewbacca in a minute.
Shall we warn APRA in advance? There might be some more money coming in.
What was the duration on that?
3 minutes 55.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
almost perfect for commercial radio
Perfect,
song.
3:55. We'll play that again.
So, guys, can I ask? You're reunited. What was the thought process behind that?
Good question, Jace.
Thanks, mate.
What? Hey, don't whisper.
You don't have to answer.
Are we prepared for this? We were asked to play at the Vodafone New Zealand Music Awards to do a version of Maxine.
That's right.
Yeah.
By Sharon
and,
O'Neill.
by Sharon O'Neill, which is an amazing song.
Great version too, by the way, you guys did.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was great fun, and we sort of thought we might just do a few
Keep
shows.
going. Do some shows. You know, when you make all that effort of getting back together and talking to each other
Exactly.
again.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Finding your amp from your mate's house.
you're going to go on a tour, and you've been rehearsing in Kingsland here in Auckland,
Yeah.
I believe, to get it sorted. But tell us about the Vodafone thing, though, because presumably, I mean, how much rehearsal did you end up doing for that? And because it would have been a long time between drinks before that gig. The Vodafone
Yeah,
one.
it
Well, that was
yeah.
more a case of like actually treating it like a recording.
Someone else's song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
working
someone
out a
else's
new
song.
arrangement, and
Yeah.
we're in the studio, so working out, and then
Yeah.
working out how to do that live. So
And it's the same lineup that which you're going to.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the same, yeah.
So same lineup since that what you do. So
Right.
20 years ago, yeah.
So, without being cliche about this, you were playing again together, and did you kind of feel like that old magic coming back? Did you sort of get a good vibe from each other and go, let's do this again?
Yeah, well, when we get together, there is a certain thing, you know, it sounds a certain way, and when we all do our own things, it doesn't sound anything like that. So
Yeah, so it's a unique...
So it is fun. It's been fun getting back in the
Which begs the next question then, which again might be just quite obvious, really. Why did you part? You just wanted to do your own things for a bit?
Yeah, I think we'd been together solidly for probably 6 or 7 years, and it was like we all wanted to just do other stuff and have a bit more time to ourselves and travel. Bo lived in LA for a bit. And,
Was it musically orientated, or because you were a teacher, weren't you, Bo? You teach?
No, I've never taught.
Oh, who am I thinking
Good
of?
idea.
My
though.
sister Pearl is a teacher.
Oh, Pearl.
Yeah.
Your sister taught my daughter up in Freeman's Bay there for a while.
Cool. Yeah.
My bad, by the way. Sorry, but I knew it was Pearl. That's who it was. Pearl
You're
Runner.
wrong about your wronger.
And then she, my daughter used to say, love playing music in the classroom as well, which the kids love.
Pearl's an amazing singer.
So
Yeah.
clearly a massively musical family for you guys.
yeah, it's great fun. Grew up singing all the time, so it's just a natural thing, I guess.
But natural progression.
And how about with the tour? Have you guys been maybe tinkering with any new material for the hell of it? Maybe.
No, it's all stuff off our 3 albums.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But
And we're doing that Maxine, Sharon O'Neill tune.
cool.
That is such a great song, Maxine. Sharon O'Neill.
And you
One of my
obviously-
favourites. It's on my
Yeah,
mi-
it's
that's
a
actually on my
great
mixtape.
You obviously met Sharon.
Yeah.
We did.
At
It
the
was
awards or
there was a real
beforehand?
buzz.
No, at the awards, but it was quite daunting because it was the first time that she was going to hear the song as well.
gotcha.
So it was
So kind of. There's nothing to her, eh? Like you feel like you
I know.
just by putting your arm around her, you're going to squash her.
What was her take on it? Did she obviously
hated it.
Did she seriously?
No,
No way. Of course
she
she
really
didn't.
liked it. She liked it.
Yeah, she said to me, "Oh, yeah, I thought it was a little bit like Blondie, and a little bit. I can't remember what the other band was. I was a bit in awe of meeting her. Actually, I was like, oh gosh, no, Sharon O'Neill. Yeah,
That was good. That was very good.
And it is intimidating, trying to recreate a song that's been so successful as well by
and so recognisable.
absolutely recognisable. I've just been through the experience where I've been asked to act as the part of Jimi Hendrix in a what would you call it, Lee?
A biopic.
A biopic. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's got its challenges too.
I
So,
think
Certainly does
I
for the
think
director. I would say it would.
yeah. Can you see me, Bo, as Jimmy?
when I do this and close my
Close your
eyes,
eyes,
Jimmy
okay.
Barnes, maybe, with a mullet.
Right, okay. Well, actually, I am quite bummed.
Jimmy Hoffa, maybe the.
Now, let's talk about these gigs because you're doing the Tuning Fork in Auckland on Friday.
Yep.
That's turning into a hell of a venue,
Yeah,
the
a
old
lot of
Tuning
bands
Fork.
Like the last
playing
one standing, so
yeah.
you know.
Wellington San Fran on the 10th, so that's on the
Saturday night, this Saturday.
And Nelson's Out of the Blue Festival. Oh no, you've probably already done
We've
that.
done those festivals.
You've done that stuff. Tom, can I have a word after this, please?
Can we give some tickets away to the Nelson gig?
Yes, you can.
And so,
Got some old ones.
what's the sort of feeling for you guys? I mean, do you think, once you've done these gigs, you might carry on a bit? Maybe try
Back in
and
the studio, perhaps?
have a bit of a
Maybe.
jam.
The beauty of it is, we manage ourselves now. We can do whatever we want, and we can decide one day before we do it.
Again, probably a sign of the times as well, isn't it? You're less under the thumb of some producer or record company. You can be, self-motivated, self-managed.
Yep.
Which means we might not do that.
No, we might not.
Yeah.
Or you might. But it's up to you. At least it's up to you. That's
You've got an option. Well, Bo and Kurt, it's been an absolute pleasure having you in the studio with us. Thanks so much for coming in, and I've got no doubt these gigs can go off. How are the ticket sales going? I bet they're going off.
Great.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
Good. Yep.
So we probably won't even be able to get a couple of tickets off them for the gigs, to
Where
be
can you
honest.
get tickets from if you haven't got any yet?
Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster.
For both. Yep.
Well, guys, Stella, thanks so much for coming in, and all the best.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Cheers.
And enjoy those wakachangis.
They're
Very
beautiful.
nice.
Oh, yes, indeed. Tom Petty there on Daily Bhuja this Thursday afternoon. Wasn't it good seeing Bo?
Yeah, it's great.
And I'm actually going to go along to those gigs, the Tuning Fork. That's going to be
You're getting good at
sensational.
that, Jason. She's starting to go to a few more gigs now.
Yeah, well, you know.
More rounded appreciation of music and things like that.
Absolutely, mate. And maybe you and I and Maddie could meet up before, have a meal, and make a night of it.
No, I got a thing that night, unfortunately.
One too, but
If
maybe
it was
we
any
can
other
meet at
night,
the gig.
Okay.
any other night.
No, that's cool.
But
Great.
hey, I think we've got a brand new section. I thought we'd just sort of try it out. I haven't warned you guys about this.
Oh, okay.
It's a new thing I want to do with my mate called Steve, called Beer Beer Beer. We've got some music that might go with that.
That's German.
Oh, that's brilliant.
German beer drinking music.
Hofbrauhaus.
There you go. Now,
Sounds
Steve,
like some sort of weird Nuremberg rally, to be honest.
well, we'll see how it ends up. Now, look, we've got Steve here from the Birkenhead Brewing Company. Welcome, Steve. How's it going, mate?
Oh, fantastic. What a brilliant day to drink beer.
Oh, let's be honest. We met at Meat Stock. We've met before, but at Meat Stock just a few weeks back.
Yes.
Great event of food.
Overindulgence,
beer. Yeah.
meat comas, good beer.
It was good, but we thought, why the heck don't we do a segment on the show where we can talk about beer, what's new, what's hot, and all that kind of jazz?
Indeed. And I thought I'd bring in a lovely lady because it is International Women's Day.
Yeah, it certainly
Ladies'
is.
Day, and so I brought you some beer from the BBC called Cirrus.
Yes.
A wonderful golden-haired lady. And it's a red IPA, so this should keep you going.
All right, so just
for a
take
while.
us through this. This is an IPA.
Yes.
It's
What's an IPA?
Indian.
Indian
Indian
Pale
Pale
Ale.
Ale. Okay, gotcha. Yep.
Okay, and this is coming in.
Yep. It's coming in a really big bottle, mate.
What is that? That's about a 750, is it? Or
It's an 888ml bottle, which means you
Okay.
get two big fat honest pours out of it.
interesting shape. And what's the volume? What's the percentage of alcohol on that? 6.7.
Yeah,
Jeez.
she's only a baby.
It's got a bit of a kick to it.
Okay, I'm gonna have a bit of a taste.
So, in terms of the Birkenhead Brewing Company, how many beers are you sort of working with here? I mean, are you just specialising in one beer, or is it just a
No, we've-
plethora
we've-
of beers?
Yeah, this is number 7 for us, and
Okay.
every 3 months we're going to release something special like this cerise. So we've got something interesting coming up for autumn, and then another one in winter.
Yeah.
Ready for Beervana, which is in July, August, somewhere around there.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you actually, how do you know what to go with? I mean, what's sort of your inspiration in terms of making beer? Is it seasonal? How do you look upon it?
Yeah, it's kind of seasonal, but really, what do we feel like everyone wants to drink?
Okay,
And,
yeah, that's important.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
begs the question too: is that the beer industry now has changed, obviously, in the last 5 years, especially in New Zealand and the world.
Yeah.
But New Zealand, big time, craft beers, this kind of thing. There's a lot of festivals now. You mentioned Beervana, etc., that people go to. How much is that driving what you're doing, for example, like for Beervana? You want to come out with a new beer for that. Is that how it works? Is that the calendar driving what you're doing more
you
than...
don't have to really drive it to the calendar. It's really depending on where the gaps are and where the big guys aren't making beer. And what we're finding is that the industry turns towards, for instance, this year a lot of people are going towards hazy beers, things that you can't see through.
Right.
We don't do that. We just do really interesting
Are
other stuff.
they sort of wheaty beers, are they?
Yeah, kind of wheaty beers or high protein things. There's Behemoth, Andrew from Behemoth has just made shower beer, which is a really cool hazy beer.
Chowder beer, did you just say?
No, shower beer.
Oh, shower
Drink
beer.
it in the shower.
Well, you do that every morning when you get up, don't you?
I drink in the shower.
You smack a couple of wackachangies down while you're sudding yourself.
Well, it's the best place to drink. To be honest, you're not going to get a spillage all over your clothes or that kind of thing.
You're not going to get disturbed.
Yeah.
Well, Lee made a really good point before, and that is that, the beer industry has changed massively in 5 years. It must be hard, if you're an independent sort of company, to sort of get some cut through on that in the market.
Well, it's really down to making sure that you've got beer that people like and they want to go and buy it again, right? So
yeah.
We see a lot of gunners that are going to give it a crack, and they do okay, but they don't do really well. And so we find that that the companies that are doing really well make amazing beer. You've got your garden variety of everything from Wakachangi through to Epic and through to us at BBC. And then you have some really weird, obtuse stuff that comes from Oamaru, from Craftworks, which is real artisanal stuff. It's stuff that you have to sit down in front of the fire and get a cigar and just really hope for the best at the end of the beer.
Because in many ways, beer can be a lot more creative than wine.
Oh,
wine, you can only go sort of so far before you've turned into spirits or something. With beer, the flavour profiles and stuff, you can have so much more fun with. But is there a case now, because, say, compared to maybe a year or 2 years ago, where the pendulum is swinging back more into the main good beers, but more in the mainstream, as opposed to peanut butter flavoured chocolate,
coriander,
mousse
a
skin
little
flavoured
bit
beer.
of what is it, belly button lint? And
Yeah, well,
things
it's
like
always
that.
going to be that, and especially at beer festivals, etc. But for a commercial thing like yourself, you want to have a beer that asks questions, but is still
You've got to
they're going
have
to buy
something
again.
that pays the rent for a start. And so, in that respect, a good brewery would have 2 or 3 decent lines of beer that would basically turn over quite well. And then you can start to be experimental. And so that's what we're seeing in the craft beer industry, is that a lot of the big guys who are smart are making some great beers that are specific to good flavour. Go and have 10 of them, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to wake up with a hangover. You're not going to drink irresponsibly, because you're usually having it matched with some amazing food like we had at Meatstock.
Yep.
And so that's what it's now about. It's not about chugging down 1,000 beers. It's about having a few good ones with some amazing food.
Did you hear that, Matt?
Oh,
it's not about
please.
chucking down 1,000 beers, mate.
He's young, you see, he hasn't learnt.
Hey, boy.
But I tell you, hold that
Learn from the
thought, and we'll
best.
come back and we'll try another one. And we've got a couple of other questions for you. Hold that thought.
Daily Bhuja.
Beastie Boys there on Daily Bhuja. We're doing our new segment on the show called Beer, 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 I believe it's called, Lee Hart.
That's right, mate. And we're here with Steve, and we're talking beer and things like that, and plenty of questions coming through. And I mean, the thing about beer is I find it's like music, comedy, I suppose. It's one of the most subjective things you're going to come across.
Oh, absolutely. If you've got a room full of people, usually it's the beer that starts the conversation. And you're selling the smile on that too.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, here you go.
No, I was going to say, with the Birkenhead Brewing Company, do you have your own bar?
Yeah, we do. We've got our bar in Birkenhead itself, a little tasting room, a little 100-year-old Cowrie
Well,
villa.
Matt's a local there.
Yeah, Matt, we've seen you a few times here, mate, enjoying yourself.
I've stayed quiet during this chat for a number of reasons. One of them being that I've been in some states and the BBC.
It's quite ironic that you've got the guy who barred you from his bar.
Yeah.
You know,
on
he's
your,
coming in and
on your
talking
radio
about-
show.
That's what I was talking about before, Matt.
You've got every right to bar him from the
I
studio.
was just going to say, remember this? I opened the door for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't worry, mate. I'll leave you a gift.
I think it was 6 months though.
6 months.
So I've only got about.
I think you're out of that 6-month period now, right? Yeah.
Yes, right. Couple of weeks
So
left,
no, that's our secret little hidey hole, if you like, that Matt goes to. But basically, it's a place where you can drink something in the region of about 80 or 90 beers, not just our stuff. And
What, at once?
I gave it a crack
If you-
a couple of nights.
I'd suggest not to.
Right, okay.
But no, it's just a fun place to go and drink beer and hang out.
And you find the beer community, by and large, is a bit like that. You know, it's inclusive in that sense. You know, people are interested in what other people are doing, and I suppose there must be some people that are quite protective, and
You get everybody, and you get your old dyed in the hair line drinker, for instance, and no disrespect to line, it's bloody good beer sometimes, and they try some of this other stuff that's right outside the circle, and they're completely converted into, they didn't realise that craft beer tasted so good, and they're not going to drink lots of it, but they can drink more of it.
I made a bloody good home brew, Steve.
Mate, fantastic.
9% it was.
Beauty. That's nice.
People used to come from all around the area to buy my home brew.
Really?
All the winos.
All the winos.
Did one guy go blind?
Yeah, one guy went blind, but that was my first batch, man, to be fair. Come on.
Was that the ethanol that you put in it, or was
Yeah,
it
well, I
really
think
honestly
I
brewed?
think I put like 5 kilos of sugar in the thing,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
probably just was a bit of a...
You're lucky it didn't blow up.
Yeah, I was very lucky it didn't blow up.
Lose an
apparently.
arm.
Exactly. It was heated underneath as well.
Why the heck would you put sugar in the beer?
Don't you?
Honestly.
Oh,
Well,
okay, we see.
Smart people don't go and put sugar in their beer willy-nilly.
Right,
They
okay.
go and rely on the natural
They
sugars.
put
that come
like
out of
juniper
things.
berries in
It
it.
was in
now,
a
do
rush,
they?
you see.
Yeah, well, that's it. You make the beer in 10 seconds flat, like some places.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So what's the future? What's the future with beer in the next year, do you think, in New Zealand? Much of the same? There's going to be a lot more... Because I've seen a bit of change in the last year or so.
Yeah.
And it's great that there's places like the Birkenhead Brewing Company that you can go and try a whole lot of beers, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think what we're going to see is continued growth, and I mean, to be fair, the big guys are taking notice of this, and this is why they're buying companies like Panhead and Tuatara. They need to really see what the customers are buying in the field, and seeing. That's the reason why we started a bar, because we really wanted to listen to what people are doing and hang out instead of just hanging out with beer geeks. Hang out with real people that know how to drink.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I mean, beer, that's the main reason I got into it, was to make it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I
precisely.
was younger, it was always fun, and it's a real cliche thing to say, but trying to put the fun back into beer as opposed to
Alcohol content.
I mean, even you've got the extreme craft people, which are kind of the snobby side of it, then you've got the extreme commercial end of it, which are basically saying, don't do this, 2 beers per customer. It's, in the middle there somewhere is normal people who just want to have a good yarn.
Which I
over
would
a few
say is
beers.
about 95% of society,
Exactly
really.
right,
And everyone has a good yak over a good beer.
Well, Steve from Birkenhead Brewing Company, thanks for coming in, mate. And it's been a pretty successful beer slot, I would have thought.
Yeah, I think so.
For the first time. And all the best with the company. And I'm sure now that you've let Matt back into the premise, he'll be there probably tonight.
We'll release him with a few more beers in the future that he can come back to the
I could actually do a weekly report. I can go down.
We could do this out in the field chat.
Why don't we do that?
Crossing live now.
Sounds good to me.
Good stuff.
Bhuja with Lee and Jace on Radio Hauraki.
The Killers there on Daily Bhuja this Thursday afternoon. I'm very excited about this. Placemakers, Lee Hart.
Yeah.
Monster Tool Sale is on now till April 16th.
Sorry, where'd you say Placemakers?
Placemakers, my friend. The Monster Tool Sale is on now till April 16th.
Sorry, till April 16th.
Till April 16th. Featuring all the best brands and some fantastic bargains.
What bargains as well?
Oh, always bargains at Placemakers, my friend. To celebrate the good folk at Placemakers have given me and you, and Maddie, I suppose, to a certain degree, an 8-piece Milwaukee power toolkit to give away.
An 8-piece?
Why only a certain degree?
That's like worth nearly, or probably about 2K, Lee Hart.
And that's from Milwaukee.
It
8-piece.
is. Also, this is the part I get really quite excited about. Each Tuesday and Thursday, I'll profile a different tool from the 8-piece Milwaukee set. If you can tell us what the tool is, you'll win an amazing 2-piece Milwaukee tool set. And I tell you what...
That's like name that tool.
I tell you what...
Who's going to intro it?
I tell you what, it is a hell of a prize to win if you get it right today, because it's time right now to play Jason Toy.
You can't do your own.
Oh, okay.
You do it, Lee.
It's time right now, Lee Hart.
I can't do the whole thing.
Okay, if you have
You've got to do the whole thing.
Buckle up, New Zealand. It's time right now for Jason Hoyt's Name That Tool.
It's a tough ending.
It's tough on the ears.
Very, very abrupt.
It's great work,
Got
Tom.
to work on that.
Great work there, my friend.
So what do you got for us? What do you got for us this week,
I've
Jason?
got this little baby, my friends. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Right there, Lee Hart. Right there, my friend.
Now you're talking.
I didn't even know you had that
Just
thing
what's
plugged in.
your other hand with that? You're looking a little bit.
Yeah. Woo!
I think you should put it down now.
So all the callers need to do, right, is tell me what that tool is. And if they get it right, Lee Hart, they win that 2-piece Milwaukee tool set.
That's right. So what they call it, we're going to go straight to call it.
I'm going to go straight now. John in Auckland. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
How are you, John?
Oh, amazing.
Great stuff, mate. Are you a bit of a handyman, John?
Have been known to spin a spanner or two.
Good on you, my friend. Good on you. Righto, let's cut to the chase. John, can you name that tool I just used?
No, because I was ringing.
Oh,
do we have to play it again?
I'm gonna need to hear it again.
Is that okay?
I think that's somehow in the fine print against the rules, surely.
Yeah, I think so, because you're ringing up without even knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I could hear the radio, my hands-free was cutting in, so I still like.
The point is,
This is controversial, isn't it?
I mean,
We don't want
imagine
you to
naming
make-
that tune if people are on the line already and they hadn't heard the song yet, and they said, "Can you play it again?"
You can't make your problems our problems, John.
John, it seems like I'm outvoted, my friend, so I'm gonna have to go to another caller.
Oh, that's a damn shame.
Oh, but listen, mate. Thanks for your
he's
call
gone.
and thanks
He's
for
gone.
calling. Now
gone.
I feel really bad.
He's gone.
Oh,
This
Tidarangi.
segment's got off to a good start,
Here
Jason.
we go. Darren and Tidarangi. What's going on? Darren and Tidarangi. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
How you going, Darren?
Not bad.
Excellent. So, Darren, my friend, can you name that tool?
Oh, I'm gonna go for a skilly.
You going for the old skilly, eh? You going for the skilly? You going to lock in the skilly?
Why not?
Right, Darren's locking in the skilly.
What kind of skilly?
No.
No,
That's
what do
just
you mean? You can't.
No, it's not.
It's not, okay.
Oh, what are you thinking, Jace? What, the voltage or something? Or
No. Darren?
Darren, unfortunately, these guys don't know their tools. It's not a skilly, sorry.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, but thanks for the call. Let's go to another caller on the line. G'day, mate. Oh, jeez. Turn your radio down.
Yeah. All right, I'm on the radio. That's cool.
G'day, mate. Who are we speaking to?
My name's Chris.
Chris, how you going, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good, mate. How you going?
Yeah, very well. Come on, Chris. You can tell me what that tool is, surely.
I reckon, based on my experience, I reckon it's a saw of some kind, and I'm going to go with a bench saw.
A what saw?
bench saw?
A bench saw. Either that or a drop saw, but I reckon a bench saw.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry, my friend Chris. Jeez, this is proving much harder than I thought it would be. Hello, caller, you on the Bhuja line. Who are we speaking to?
Josh.
Josh, how you going, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad.
Okay, my friend, can you name that tool?
Come on, Josh.
Yes, I can. It's a drop saw.
Oh,
No,
No, not the answer we're after.
no, my friend. But thank you for your call. This is.
I see what's going to happen here.
Let's go to Amy Jane.
Hi.
How you going, Amy?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Please, Amy, tell me what this tool is.
On National Women's Day.
I'm going to guess a circular saw.
Yeah! Woo!
Well, technically, all those others are circular saws.
Dublin, so this is going to come in really handy.
Oh, well, that's brilliant, Amy. Well done. So you stay on the line. Our good man Tom will sort you out with an amazing two-piece tool set from Milwaukee.
That's quite poetic, isn't it? Hey, coming up, that was a great little segment, Jace. Coming up, we're going to be
Thanks,
talking about
mate.
the fact that the three of us are going to be down in Dunedin tomorrow, 4 o'clock, doing the show down at Lee Street Liquor Land, down there doing the show. That's going to be a first once-in-a-lifetime experience. And we'll be chatting about that very shortly.
Sounds good, mate. Sounds good.
Daily Bhuja with KFC's Smoky Barbecue Bacon Bhuja. Burger.
White Stripes here on Daily Bhuja. Now, just on my placemaker's name that tool.
Sorry about that.
On my placemaker's name that tool. Been a bit of controversy.
I've never seen so many emotional build-ups.
Well,
I
it's
know.
true, though.
Well, it's fair point.
So
fair
let's
point.
let's just stop this now. We're quite aware that a skill saw and a circular saw are the same things, or a skilly. Okay, everyone knows that. But what we were trying to do with the rules of the game is that we have to run with what's on the box.
The specific name
The
of
wording.
what it is called.
But what I'm hoping in the future, with future tools, this won't be such a controversy, because that's the one I can think of. Which, a drop saw is a drop saw. A skill saw and a circular saw are the same thing.
Yes.
But other tools later on, like a router, this kind of stuff, we shouldn't have a problem with.
Yeah, well, I think it was just that. But in my mind, being a handy sort of DIY kind of guy,
Yeah.
I was going.
DIY.
DIY.
DIY guy. It's pretty a type of guy that says I'm a DIY guy. It's probably not a DIY guy.
Actually, I could do with a bit of help with the DIY actually at the moment. To
what
be
kind
honest,
of DIY guy is so incompetent he'd call themselves I'm really good at DIY.
Exactly. Well, I think that the fact that I say I'm a DIY guy tells you what kind of DIY guy I am.
That's right. Jace is also a dyslexic builder.
You know, and I tell you what, I've just said it before and I'll say it again, my house is falling apart around my ears.
Yep.
So if there are any great builders out there, I'll tell you what, Lee Hart, speaking of builders, it's bloody hard to get a builder at the moment. They're just bloody working their asses off out there. Everyone's busy.
Might just be you. Maybe they think, oh, right, yeah.
Listen, mate, I've got this job. I've got a bit of DIY that I need doing around the house. Could you pop over?
You'll Google you. You'll know.
Yeah. But there you go. So, there was a bit of controversy in that Placemakers one there, but
and we apologise
in the end,
we apologise to the first guy who did get it right.
Technically right. But I'm glad that Amy won it because it's International Women's Day as well. So
we would have given it to her anyway.
Yep, there you go. Very nice. Here's Franz Ferdinand. You're listening to Bhuja.
Jason Hoyt, Lee Hart. It's Bhuja on Radio Hodaki.
She had there on Daddy Bhuja. There's some pretty meaty guitar in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's some I just closed my eyes and turned the volume up, and there's some very good riffs going on.
Very good live. Now look, a bit of admin, I suppose, but it's important. The three of us won't be here tomorrow. Where will we be, Matt?
We are going to be billeted in Dunedin.
That's right.
What do you mean billeted?
Well, they don't have budget for hotels, so we're going to be billeted, I believe. But they haven't actually organised it yet.
Well, we'll have to work on that. But hopefully Dunedin is still coming off a bit of a hangover from the Wednesday cricket match, or yesterday's cricket match.
What a game that was.
Brilliant.
Jeez, genius.
That's right. So if we can tap into that energy and get a Bhuja live show happening down at the Lee Street Liquorland at, say, 4 o'clock, that could be good, right?
Yeah, well, it'd be especially good if we could get a bit of a Barbie happening there or something.
Giveaways.
Yeah, a few giveaways and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be great.
That'd be good. Been a while since we've been down there, and then after that we head down to the Octagon, down to the Max Brew Bar, have a couple of beers down there perhaps, meet a couple of people.
If you're coming along, jump on the old Bhuja Instagram. There's a wee photo there. Tell us you're coming. We need numbers.
There's a photo of what there?
Us last time we were in Dunedin.
Oh, right, okay.
Bit of nostalgia, really.
We'll knock up a video in the next couple of minutes. We'll stick that up.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great idea. But no, listen, in all seriousness, do come on down tomorrow because we'd love to see people down in Dunedin. We love the place. And it's good to connect with the locals down there and all the students and all the people that can be bothered to turn up, frankly.
That's right. And we know you're busy. But, could be fun.
Pretty good time last time we were there.
That's right. What goes on tour stays on tour.
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember that, Jace? Oh,
yeah.
Well,
especially with Maddie, for sure.
Yeah,
oh, jeez. Oh, let's not go there.
Okay.
There's locker room chat for that one. No, but seriously. We don't not talk about that.
We'll just let that go, shall we?
Yeah. If anyone's got a room that we can be billeted in as well in Dunedin, feel free
that's always
to
handy.
text.
I don't want to share a room.
There's always one diva.
It was a weird place last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was weird.
Don't think we're staying there.
Well, it was just the one bed, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. The breakfast was
It's
strange.
just one of those examples where you talk over the whole intro of a song.
Yeah, and it really annoys the crap out of people.
Hopefully no one's trying to record this song on their tape deck.
Bhuja with Lee and Jace. Text them on 3483 or call 0800 Hodaki. Bhuja.
News there. Thought contagion. Tom, can I have a word, please?
I think you've got to push that button when you say that.
Oh, the booth thing. Can I have the...
Have a seat, Tom. Have a seat.
Cheers, Lee.
How you going, Tom?
Yeah, not too bad, Jace. How you going?
Good, thanks, mate. What day is it?
Thursday, International Women's Day.
Yeah, it is International Women's Day. We're not going to take that away from you, that's for sure. But is it any other kind of day?
Nothing's coming to mind at the moment.
Nothing, when I say Thursday comes to mind.
Is this about the curry?
Is this about the curry? Right.
Okay,
answer a question with a question.
Well, right away, there's the problem, isn't it?
I didn't really want to have this conversation on the air because I did call a place.
What, a place?
Well,
you called one place,
a ring of places, and I hadn't actually heard of you guys.
Well, if it wasn't for Ronell, that dropped in some pizza today, and we'd be in big trouble. Thursday was curry night. We've been talking about it for 3 weeks. Our listeners expect us to follow through on what we say we're going to follow through on.
You know, when people talk about the Daily Bhuja show, Tom, you know what they talk about?
What do they talk about, Jace?
Follow through.
They talk about truth. They talk about honesty, credibility. And once you lose credibility as a radio show or as a DJ, once you lose, it's very hard to get it back again. No one's going to take us seriously as radio DJs if we don't follow through on what we say we're going to follow through on. And we said we're going to follow through on curry, and we did not follow through on curry. So what does that make us? We lose credibility. We're not top radio DJs. People start to see chinks in the armour. Next thing you know,
I'm sick of people coming up to me in the supermarket and on the street, Tom, saying that Matt is incompetent, that Lobo de Noche is not doing his job because we've got no curries for curry night. I won't have Matt denigrated in that way.
You know what happens, Tom? When you don't do these things, you don't get the curries, you don't do these sort of things, they all add up, they snowball. And you know where you end up?
Where do you end up?
Here pressing buttons for these monkeys.
That's right. Let there be a lesson. You look at him.
Oh, it looks all right. I make it look cool.
Do you want to end up like him?
He does look pretty cool, though.
I used to work at ZM, for God's sake.
Have you seen the woman over there?
Real deal radio station. Now I'm here.
Well, how about this? Because they wanted a bit of a trade. What if we give them some Moon DVDs? Some Mysterious Planet DVDs?
I'm not trading Moon DVDs for curry, okay? I shot half the damn series in a curry house. I'm not going to bloody take Moon DVDs there to try and get a curry. There must be budget here from someone's account. We can go get a couple of curries on a Thursday.
Excuse me, Lee. Excuse me. They've got the opportunity of being on a top rating radio show in the commercial peak hour for free. And all we want is 7 or 8 curries.
7 or 8, okay. What? I could steal Grot's card again.
Well, they should do it for nothing. They're getting promo out of this. You think Stella came in here for nothing?
Well, they did come in here.
They did.
Well, they got promo, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, we got stuff out of it.
I'm not going to ring up.
Give us curries.
I'm not going to ring up bloody Bo Runga and say, "Can you bring a curry in when you come in and talk about your new tour?"
Well, it's getting to the point.
Probably should have.
It's getting to the point where we might have to.
Okay.
No, Tom. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Hey, and very special day for you, Lee Hart. You were saying off air, of course, old Benny.
Yes.
What was he, 14 today? And you took him for a walk down the beach. You gave him
the beagle,
half a steak as well.
Yeah, you could go and check that out on. I might give you the photos for Instagram and that, man. Awesome stuff. So Benny, 14 years.
What's that in human years? Like 90-something, isn't it?
98.
You know, and for a dog that's so massively obese.
He's not actually anymore.
Oh, isn't he?
Not for his age and his breed. So anyway, first thing this morning, what I did, went in the fridge, grabbed the biggest steak I could, cooked it up in the pan, bit of pepper, bit of salt.
Does Benny like pepper on a steak, does he?
No, I do.
Oh,
so
right.
I had 3/4 of it and gave him the last little quarter just as a treat.
You had to give him a quarter?
Well, it's a big steak. I don't want him to get, he's old. I don't want him to get out of shape.
And
I'm on a sort of a high protein diet at the moment, so I would have had it anyway.
So he's just sitting there looking up at you going, I just got a bite of that, and he's eating
the whole bloody thing.
Birthday.
What a bastard.
That's exactly what was happening. No, but he knew. He doesn't normally get steak.
Now listen, because I know that Benny likes his outfits too, his lederhosen, his leather, his chains and all that sort of stuff. Did you buy him a special kind of 14th day birthday sort of outfit?
No, didn't really. There's a photo I'm just showing you, Matt, there of the steak.
Oh, we've got to get that up on the Instagram.
We'll get that up on there.
Yeah, on the Instagram page.
But no new outfits.
Oh,
I think he's got plenty of great costumes as it is, and he just wanted a steak. And then I took him to Muriwai Beach.
Oh, beautiful.
Walk down the beach.
That's a hell of a distance from your house, Muriwai.
Yeah, but he deserves it.
Yeah, nice.
Plus, I needed to do some thinking, so I do that in the car, driving along with him, my wingman.
Yeah, nice.
Got to the beach, walked a couple of K, and got back to the car and realised I had left the windows up with him in it. Joking, of course I didn't. No, he walked with me, and we walked back, drove back to the city. Real day together.
Yeah, it's special, isn't it? Yeah, special time.
Could be the last time we do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know that he's got a lot of life left in him.
Well, he seems healthy enough, but just at night, it seems like he's got this snoring and this hyperventilating and farting at the same time.
The dog is.
Constant, yeah. Well, who do you think I was talking about?
Well, I wasn't sure there for a moment.
Yeah, no, anyway, so he's not long for this earth.
Sounds like you had a better day than him. You got 3/4 of the steak.
I did have a good day, actually, but that's what you do, isn't it?
He was probably dying of starvation on the beach there, going, God, all I've had is a tiny little bit of steak.
I gave him a sausage roll at the beach as well.
Oh, a sausage roll.
Yeah, that's another thing I got. So I said, I'm not going to eat all this, I'll give some to him. So he just hangs, it's like one of those little...
My dog does that too, just waiting for the tidbits. Yeah, well, happy birthday, Betty, from all the team at Daily Bhuja. Jeez, I tell you what, Lee Hart, it's been a hell of a show.
Yeah, it certainly has, mate. Packed in, all right.
We've had Bear, we've had Bo Runga from Stella and Kurt.
Rick Salizzo.
We've had Rick Salizzo. We had that woman from the...
Jodie Simpson from the Woman's whatever it is. But tell you what, yeah, it's been a hell of a show.
And we also, don't forget, had my Jason Hoyt's Name That Tool, which was a bit of controversy on, actually.
Yeah, well, mate, I could see that happening as soon as you said it. A skilly is a circular saw. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I know, but
so
I was looking for specific...
I should be doing Name That Tool.
Specifically circular saw, and they didn't say circular saw.
Look, I mean, I'm still getting texts. Controversial. Most tradies call a circular saw a skilly. Grab us a skilly, will you?
Yeah, but they had to get the wording right. They had to say circular saw.
Okay, we're going to have to get that right for next week because
okay.
I think, there are nicknames for stuff. I mean, I can name 100 different tools that I call different from other people. Stilsons, pipe wrench, this kind of stuff.
Exactly, that's my point. That's why we need to be specific about it. Now, listen, big day tomorrow for us, lads. How are we feeling? We fired up and ready to go. Heading all the way down to Dunedin tomorrow, Leith Street Liquor.
Yeah.
We all good to go on that?
I might get an early night tonight, actually. I was going to go out for a couple of beers, but I thought, maybe it might be wise to, reel it in a bit, keep those sails dry, and get down to Leith Street Liquor about 3:30, 4 o'clock, do a damn good radio show we're proud of, and then see what happens after that, eh?
Sounds
down
good,
to the
mate.
Max Brew Bar, I think.
Yeah. Are you doing the airport pickup on the way tomorrow morning, Jace?
What, picking you guys up?
Yeah, you're doing the rounds, aren't you?
Oh, sure, if you're keen.
Yeah, we'll talk off air about that, but anyway, looking forward to that. So if you're in Dunedin, within a 100k radius, and you can be bothered heading in, pop in. We'll make it worth your while.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. I love being down in Dunedin. Hey, it's been a full-on show. Speaking of which, Matt, you're full tit as well now, aren't you? What's going on?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I've got a bloody iLab voucher to give away.
A what?
An iLab. It's a clothing brand in New Zealand.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And I've got Tom Cunliffe coming in.
Brilliant.
Playing his song for the first time ever on the show.
Live on the radio?
Yep. They say it's the Mutton Birds meets the Beatles.
I'm going to tell you one thing. For once in our lives, we had more on our show than you've got on yours.
Yeah, that's true.
There's other stuff I didn't mention.
And I'm not saying that, but we really packed it in.
There's actually heaps.
Good stuff. Hey, it's been great having your company this Thursday afternoon. If you're down in Dunedin tomorrow, do come down and say g'day to us all from Lee, myself, and the Night Wolf. Yes,
I was going to say, I've got Jim Gaffigan tickets. If you want those, give us a call now. 0800 Hodaki.
From Lee, myself, and the Night Wolf. Take care out there and Bhuja to you.
Bhuja Tana.